gosh. Welcome. Let me tell you, we worked so hard to get on live. Let me tell you.
Yo, she is mad. Yo, Chapoil.
Let me tell you this. Welcome. Let me welcome the people.
Okay, welcome them.
Welcome to Queer Qonversations. I'm your host, G of Vergy TV. I'm here every Tuesday, 6 p.m. EST, and today was tough to be here. We got my guest, Jodie Ann, LGBTQ entrepreneur. She's doing a lot of things in the community. And it's good. We had a little struggle. Let me shout out. We got a team here who helped get us online.
Woo woo!
Yeah, man. Really grateful for that. So, listen, like Vergy TV's page here and on Instagram. Ask questions. We got Jodie with us. She says she has no fears, no boundaries. She have no shame. Anything you want to ask her,
Bring it come.
Bring it come.
Bring it come.
Bring it come. So yeah, so speaking of bring it come,
Okay.
you're Jamaican.
I am.
Right. So let's just start with that. And well, let's go back a little bit. How
Okay.
do you identify in terms of LGBTQ? How do you identify?
Identify as someone that absolutely enjoys vagina.
Absolutely enjoys vagina.
Yes.
Okay, good.
That's how I identify.
AEV.
Yeah.
Absolutely
enjoys vagina.
So
I'm an AEV.
She's an AEV. Never heard of it. Hey, welcome.
You heard it here first on Gay TV.
Yeah. So AEV.
Yeah.
So how is it like growing up in Jamaica being AEV?
Well, you know, actually, my struggle wasn't even growing up in Jamaica because most of my life was, I grew up in upstate New York.
Oh, wow, okay.
My struggle was growing up in a home where my parents are Jehovah's Witnesses.
Oh, wow.
That's
challenging.
Yeah,
that's challenging.
So they were Jehovah's Witnesses, they're bougie Jamaican, so it's not only about worrying about what the people in the church say, but what their friends and family are going to say. So that was mostly my challenge. You know, and even to this day, my mom knows what's going on. I mean, I'm 100% old, but she knows about my partner. It's still more for her about, you know, take time.
She's still not there yet.
She's still not 100. Will she ever be there?
Yeah, she might be. You don't know. A lot of people's parents got there.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people. That's not just parents. A lot of people.
Yeah.
You know, it takes time. You know,
Yeah.
this is new for a lot of people.
I guess.
Right?
I
Especially,
guess.
I'm Jamaican as well, and you know, part of my struggle.
Yes.
So I had a lot of people who knew me, married to a man, children, everything, and had to like.
That's crazy.
Accept me and deal with me as how
She
I
had a man, y'all. Like this had a man.
I didn't look just like this when I had a man though. So, but yeah, I've always been a tomboy.
Okay.
So, you know, so yeah,
That
so
makes sense.
so I know about that. And you know, so it takes time for people to evolve and so on. So one of the things you do, you're the founder of the Black Lesbian Love Support Group.
Yes.
On Facebook, you got thousands and thousands of people.
15,000.
15,000 people.
15,000.
And I know you put this in there now. Are people watching
Yeah,
this?
they should be. My admins definitely. I hope you guys are. Go ahead and accept it.
Yes.
We're good. It's a green light.
Yeah. Yeah. Put this in. Hold on a second. This is your founder, so you definitely want it in there. And if this is your chance, if you want to ask your founder any questions,
Yes.
You know. So let me ask you this:
Okay.
Why did you start the group?
Oh my God. So I was in a relationship, and I was at the time I felt I was absolutely head over heels in love with this person.
Okay.
And you know, unfortunately, it was a relationship that needed to end, and it did end, and I was heartbroken. You know, it was the first time that I was ever heartbroken,
Sorry.
yeah, you know, we all go through it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm okay because I'm
Good.
a better person as a result of it. Anyway, you know, when you're someone that's the matriarch in your community, when you're someone that people always go to, like they look to me for advice, they look to me as a person that has it together, I realized that not only did I not really have any support or somebody that could understand me and help me to heal and go through that, but they didn't understand my lifestyle and what it meant to be in love with a woman and what type of feelings and emotions are invoked when you really in love with a woman. So I said, I need somebody to talk to.
Oh,
I
man.
can't be alone. Like there has to be other people out there that are experiencing what I'm experiencing and just want to have people that they can relate to. So I said, let me just start this book.
When did you start the group?
2012.
Okay, so it's a couple of years now.
Yeah.
A couple of years. You added me when we met a few months ago.
I did.
And
You became a member.
Yes.
I accepted your membership.
Oh, thank you. I was like this. Oh my gosh, please
Right,
let me in.
right.
But so that's great.
Yes.
why black though? That's what I'm wondering. Because
So-
you know, like, so we're queer, or you're, what is it again? AEV.
AEV.
What is it?
Absolutely
again?
enjoys vagina.
So we just made up
Or
that.
specifically Nancy's vagina.
Oh, what? Unless Nancy's watching. Shout out to Nancy. Yeah, I know Nancy for years. We
Yeah.
always used to be at Carlo Remington's parties. Hey, Nancy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And we're going to talk a little bit about what you do with Nancy.
Oh, wait.
Business-wise.
Oh,
business
you sure you want to know what I do with Nancy?
Business-wise.
You're ready for that.
Yeah, no, we're ready for anything. But
Oh.
we don't need to go.
Sorry, babe, ahead of time.
So why? See what I'm saying? Black.
Why black?
Why
Okay.
black?
So
Yeah.
you know, when you looked in the industry, when you look at social media, you look at the people, the entertainment industry, it was always a representation of the white gaze. Like
Okay.
you always saw, you saw Ellen when she came out.
Right.
You know, there's always easy resources and access to seeing people that were not within the black community.
Okay.
So I felt like there was a need. I felt
Okay,
like
yeah.
there was an opportunity for people that were of color that were dealing with their own issues, but on top of that being gay, and on top of that being heartbroken or being in a relationship where they needed support. And I saw the need because I saw that need,
Right.
when I was going
So
through
you
what I
wanted
was going through.
specifically,
I didn't want to go to a therapist that was white.
Okay.
I didn't want to go to a therapist that was even white and gay. Not to say that she maybe was not capable or
Do you
confident.
feel that she might be able to relate to some of the issues you
Absolutely
have?
not.
Right.
Absolutely not. And I think when you have, even just walking into this room and being around people that are Jamaican, it just took me to a whole nother
Yeah,
level.
nice,
And
right.
honestly, the first time that I did fall in love, it was with a Jamaican.
Yes.
And it was because of that connection that you have.
Right.
So I realized that when you have a certain connection with people, it really helps you to be able to be a little bit more stronger in whatever journey you need to take to get to where you need to go, because you realize you're not alone.
Right.
And that's why I created the page, and it grew from there. There was probably a good 6 months to a year that I kind of like wasn't a part of it because I just was too much for me. And then I just kind of peeped back in. It evolved, and
It's amazing.
yeah, it's been growing.
I wonder about this. Do you think that we spend a lot of time in the black LGBT community about like, are you masculine? Are you feminine? Because I see that quite a bit. Where
Yeah.
like stud for stud, which is like
Yeah.
masculine or masculine. Like,
Yeah.
do you think? I mean, I don't know if the white folks are concerned because I'm not as familiar, but. I'm out there like with everybody, but
Right.
I've noticed with black folks there's a lot of
Are
like,
you a stud or
are you a stud or
yeah.
a femme, and can stud be with stud,
Yeah.
and you know.
You know what? I think it's going to be a division based on your social economic class. I'm not gonna
Okay,
lie.
what do you think?
I
Yeah.
think that when you start surrounding yourself with professionals, like
Mhm.
it's just you don't really think or talk about it. You
Okay,
know,
as much, yeah.
You are a lot more open sexually.
Okay.
I think I see a lot of this division around people that maybe the younger generation.
Okay, yeah.
Not to say that there are not people that are older that
Of
are
course.
that there, but it's definitely a social class difference between identifying with that. Even in some of my relationships, I've been with women that were identified as stud, and
Right.
they had all these apprehensions, and because they felt like they had to portray this image. I'm like, listen, bitch, you got a pussy, you have a breast, you're a woman, you're gonna lay on your back and you're gonna let me do what I want to do to you because it's gonna feel good. It's gonna feel good.
Yeah.
I'm still
So-
trying to convince Nancy to sit on my
Okay.
face. We're not
Oh
there
my
yet.
God. Oh my God.
I'm still trying.
Nancy, don't do it.
You're supposed to be on my side.
So let me tell you. I'm
Okay,
gonna tell you.
okay.
So I feel I do identify as I'm masculine.
Okay.
I would say I grew up as a tomboy.
Okay.
And when I came out more, I heard the words like stud. So I'm fine with all of those.
Right.
But I don't feel I have to follow like what there's like these rules. So I
Right.
don't feel I have to follow anybody
Right.
else's rules.
You're just
But-
comfortable addressing
But
like
I
that.
have my own. I'm like
Okay.
I have my own.
What are your rules?
So I have like certain things.
Hold up. Speaking of my, what are your rules?
No, I'm just saying stuff like
Okay.
things that I will do that like I will get my nails done. Some people feel like, well, if you're
You
masculine,
won't.
I will.
Okay, okay.
So I'm just saying there's things that I will
do, okay.
That people feel like, well,
Okay.
if you're masculine, then you don't do these things, and I feel like no, I'm fine with it.
My hand is raised.
Okay, ask the question.
Because I really want to know this.
Someone
okay?
said, "Do it, Nancy."
I really want to
Don't
know
do
this.
it, Nancy.
Do it, Nancy. Guys, I need you guys. I'm gonna start a GoFundMe to convince Nancy to sit on my face.
Oh my
anyway,
God.
so I really want to know, like, do you have rules as a stud woman? Do you feel like, or as a dominant woman, do you feel like in the bedroom that there are times or there are things that you won't do because it's going to emasculate you in a sense? Because I
Well, I'm
hear that a lot.
gonna say, I think there are things it's just not sexual. There's things overall
Okay.
that feel that it could be emasculating that I don't want to necessarily occur.
Okay,
So it
for
doesn't
example?
just have to be sexual, but I
Okay.
feel like there's certain things like say if I'm trying to lift something. Now I'm not big on I'm super strong.
Okay.
So though my girlfriend, she'll see me like struggling and she'll like take like just like one hand and like walk away with it very easily.
Okay.
So that something like that is slightly emasculating. Even though I'm like, she's just like, So even though I don't feel, I even tease and say there's no muscle in my masculinity. I still don't want to be like, just like, you know. So there's certain things like that. Okay. You know, sexually.
Oh, thank you, because I was bored with other shit. I was like, okay. Next. All right, go ahead. Sexually. All right. And I want you to call her on her shit if she's lying, please. Okay.
Team Nancy, sit on Jodie.
Yay! Team Nancy, sit on Jodie. I love it.
So I'm gonna say sexually, I feel mostly like, even though I am a woman, I feel pretty much like a man. So a lot of the things that are gonna occur, it's like you're with a man. You know, yeah, it is. Yeah.
You might be missing out.
But it's great, right,
Nikki?
Missing
out. Nikki, she's
it's great. It's great, though, right?
I'm gonna do my job here.
Nikki's at no comment. So I think a lot of stuff, not everything, because I do have some. Obviously, I have breasts, you know, stuff, you know. But a lot of stuff.
Wait. Question: are you okay with your breasts being touched? Because that's a problem in my relationship right now. I can only touch. Go ahead.
High five you over here.
So you have the same issue. She won't let me touch her nipples unless she's about to come, and I have a problem with that.
So I would say,
like, we're going to counseling for this shit.
Okay, let me tell you, Nancy, we could go to counseling together because I definitely relate to it.
I relate to it.
I do.
Girl, Nikki.
But hold on. But I will say, when I don't drink alcohol. Okay. When I did drink alcohol. Then it was on. It was on and popping. It was on and popping.
Well, then we need to get
so that's the only thing I did. So there's a part of me that knows that, because they say alcohol like is what you really, in some ways, like all your inhibitions are gone.
Absolutely.
So with that, but like without, like with having inhibitions and what I feel that myself really wants, no.
Really?
No. Once in a while, but not like all the time.
What the fuck? This is not fun.
Yeah. So
Nikki, call me, baby, if you ever get bored.
I tell you,
I got you.
Nancy
will sign the permission slip, and we're good to go. Cause it's some bullshit right here.
Yeah. So, but we're
rules in the bedroom. Who does that?
I wouldn't say it's a rule. Do you think it's a rule, Nikki?
Do you feel like it's a rule?
Yes.
It's a rule then. Okay. So
I think the interesting thing about it is when you say, "Oh, I don't do this because I'm more like a man." However, the LGBTQ is always saying I should be able to find myself in these social norms, and there's men that.
No, but I'm saying it's not because
so it's nothing to do with being like a man.
Okay,
but that's my weirdness.
Okay, so look, I'm fine with that.
You better let suck the titties tonight.
Let me tell you,
no other night. You better let her get in tonight.
No, sorry. I'll say this. I'm fine to accept that I'm weird. Like she just sees and say I'm weird sexually.
Maybe you're weird.
I'm fine to say I'm weird sexually, but there's lots of good things happening. Okay. Right? She won't be with me for what? 4 years. Okay. You know, it's not always easy, but she's with me. So
I'm starting my own group.
She's starting her support group.
Right, no support girl. I got you, girl.
There's a lot of other amazing things that happen.
And I will say this, and I know you're a little bit older than me, not that much, but you're a little bit older than me. And I will say that the older that I get and Nancy has helped me with this as well, because I'm a Sagittarius. I am over the top. People say I have the libido of a 19-year-old boy. And one of the things that I really appreciate with Nancy and my relationship with her is she forced me to enjoy intimacy. Okay. And she forced me to enjoy those other things.
Yeah, man, a lot of good things.
She did. She really slowed me down. And now, now it's like, she's like, babe, you're not gonna, I'm like, babe, I'm okay with just, so I get it. As you get older, you do start to appreciate some other things. However, she want to suck your titty. So you didn't let her suck your titty and get the fuck over it.
No, she could get me drunk, but that's pretty much.
Nikki, we'll talk off camera, girl. I got you.
No. I know. Oh, what? She gonna get a roofie now.
Yeah, Team Roofie.
I mean, so anyway, I have some other things we're gonna talk about, but if you want to jump back in that, no, that's fine. Yeah. So we talked about the group that you're in, and also I want to talk about that you do a lot of traveling. We went from the sex, titties, and now travel.
Sex, titties, and now travel. Okay.
So right. Yeah, you could use that hashtag.
Sex, titties, and travel.
So talk to me about the travel. You say you're a travel junkie.
I am.
And especially as a queer woman or lesbian, what is it like? Because not everywhere. We're in America, and I feel like we're lucky sometimes. Yes. You don't have to worry about, you could be there, you and Nancy like this, and and it's fine, but certain places you can't go. Yes. Like where we're from in Jamaica, you gotta watch.
I haven't taken her yet.
Okay, so what is it like for you when you're traveling? What inspired you to travel? What kind of travel do you do?
Everywhere. I've been quite a few places. Europe, Switzerland, Italy, Paris. So islands, I've done most of the lower and the upper Antilles, they call it.
Antilles. Yeah.
I
used to call them small islands.
Small islands. Yeah.
As in Jamaica is not small. But
yeah.
Yeah.
So I travel probably every month. Not all is posted on Facebook because it's how I keep my sanity.
Right.
It really is.
Why is traveling so important? How does that keep your sanity?
As much as I am a people person, I have to say honestly, I'm very disappointed in people. And especially in this culture and in this country. Mm-hmm. And I think for me, traveling, for some reason, I just get a different level of realness that I don't get here.
Yeah.
I have made some amazing connections with people. It's also very humbling. You realize that there are so many things in life that you think you need that you really don't need
them. Yeah. We're very spoiled.
Very spoiled.
Yeah, I'm pretty spoiled.
I'm at a place where, my son is a nursing school student right now, and I told him as soon as he finishes, because I want to make sure he's good, I don't want to have to worry about anything. There's a very high probability that I'm going to unplug and just live off the grid. You know what I mean? So traveling for me is my peace. I'm actually, even with this big personality, I'm big on meditation, I'm big on spirituality, I'm big on silence. I'm big on meditation.
Wow.
What you saying?
I don't know that well, but go ahead. You're big on silence.
I'm big on silence. I'm big on having my peace. Even Nancy, sometimes Nancy, she knows. She knows. She's getting it now. We've been together 2 years.
Nancy is chill. I can see
Nancy is,
yeah. And I actually admire that too. Because I
don't know how she does it with
That's good. That's good.
She's a good woman.
Yeah, she's
hey,
good.
Baby,
Hey,
you're
Nancy,
amazing.
Yeah.
We're almost 2 years in a couple months.
Wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations. You did. Yeah, I did. Yeah.
But sorry, but answer the question. So traveling. So what traveling does for me is it allows me that escape. I love learning people. Mm-hmm. It also gives me a little bit of hope. I think I get so disappointed in so many of the interactions that I've had here in this country and with a lot of people around here. And when I travel, it's like, wow, they really are actually genuinely good people,
right.
Or people that are just pure and innocent. And you really see a lot of that in traveling. So, plus, I love the food and the beaches and the water and just doing absolutely nothing.
And have you felt anything different as, I don't know if you present where people know that you're gay. You think
that's a good question. I do research a little bit before I go to the country.
Okay.
We were in Belize last year, and that's probably the only country that I didn't do as much research. And I will say, because I am Jamaican and because I know how dangerous you can find yourself in certain situations, I'm very cautious and cognizant of it.
Okay, good.
So I am not as open and as touchy-feely as I normally am. Right. But the great thing about it is that my partner and I, we have such an amazing connection that it's okay. Right. We don't need to have that to have a good time. Okay. And when we get back to the hotel,
then it's on.
It's on and popping.
Yes, I believe that. So for those people who just joined us, you're watching Queer Conversations. I'm your host, Gia of TV. Please like this page. My guest today is Jodie Ann of many things. The Black Lesbian Love Support Group. What do people want? Someone's watching this now.
Okay.
Because there's someone in Jamaica who messaged me. She said she needs support and friendship. Aww. And I told her about the group. So what do people do?
Is she cute?
She's attractive. Yeah, she's attractive. Mm-hmm. Yes. So what?
What? I want to support her. I want to support her.
So we see David there. Welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us. Share the video. By the way, share this video on your timeline and other groups. Share it. So what do people do if they want to be a part of the group? I know you have I do. What do people do?
So it's Black Lesbian Love Support Group, and for those of you that are watching, when you request membership, just make sure that you type that you Very Gay TV,
Very GTV,
Very GTV, so that because I have admins, I run a very tight ship because I do want to make sure that it's not men in there and that it's as authentic as I can keep it. So Black Lesbian Love Support Group. Put the request in there and you're in. Great conversation.
And then I want to also talk about, so Nancy's your girlfriend, but she also has a business, Upgrade Your Party 305.
Yes.
And she's some people would say bartender, but you say
she's a mixologist,
which is another level.
She's a mixologist. So we actually do private events. Okay. A lot of times, a lot, as you know, because you dwell in that crowd of people. Yeah. You go to parties. You have a bartender. Right. It's something that it really takes your party to the next level. Mm-hmm. Not just for special events like weddings and stuff like that. Even if you're having just an intimate event. And bartending has been something that Nancy's been passionate about for so long. And one of the things that I do for her, I love to do for her, is for her to truly maximize her own potential and show and monetize her her strengths.
Great.
So I realized that it's something that she's passionate about. She's good at it, and I created the business for her.
What?
I
Good
designed her business card, and she shows out. That's what she does. She's a talent,
That's
and I'm the brains behind it. And you have an opportunity to to book her for any of your events.
Right. So Nikki, who's helping us out, Nikki Lopez Creative, she's going to put a link for Upgrade Your Party 305. And Nancy also is pretty handsome, which is nice. When you, it's good to see aesthetically pleasing.
My baby is fine.
Right. So that adds it. So she has a talent, but also when you see someone present really nice, and you're like, people, hey, I want to drink.
And she speaks Spanish.
Right. She speaks Spanish. Right.
Which is very helpful here.
Yeah.
But you're right. And she's a great people person. Too.
Yeah,
people really are drawn to her.
Yeah.
She has an air about her. Yes.
Good spirit.
Yes.
Yeah, man. So yes. So talk about this a little bit.
Okay.
So she's your lover.
Yes.
And you also manage her business. I have that where I have an event, Thou Art Woman. I have a page, very GTV. Nikki has many products too. Nikki Lopez Creative. She has Watch Your Elephant. We have these businesses.
A lot of shit going on.
A lot of things going on.
Okay.
So, and we help each other. How do you balance that with being romantic and having the business space separate from, because you have business and pleasure? Because you can be excited about in the middle of stuff, wrap up, I have a great idea about the business. And sometimes so how do you balance like that?
It was very hard at the beginning because I did at times get very frustrated because Nancy and I, we definitely think on two different wavelengths. I think the important thing is before you can jump into a business or any type of investment in your partner, you have to really know who you're dealing with, right? Just because she's your lover doesn't mean that she is a good candidate for a business partner,
right?
And I had to identify that, based on how well we communicate. And one of the things that I do know that Nancy does very well is Nancy is very humble, and she allows me to be me. And she realizes that there may be some times that I can come across a little direct and a little bit harsh, but she knows that my intentions are pure and it's good-hearted. But at the same time, she also coaches me and shows me how I can be better at delivering it because I'm very direct. So the best way to be able to balance that for her and I has just been communication. And before we jumped into that aspect of our relationship, which as business partners is we really got a chance to know each other. And I think I talked about that a little bit one time, one of my posts about just really just kind of pacing relationships a little bit more,
right?
And really investing in that communicated part and getting to know who the fuck you're dating.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we and I asked that question because sometimes I don't know if you guys have this where you have to create a space where we're not going to talk about the business tonight because like so much times in the middle of everything it keeps coming up. So I don't know if you've done that where we're like date night, nobody can talk in the business. And
I can't say that because you know what?
It comes up in this. You guys
the things that we do, we're passionate about it.
We're very passionate too.
And these are things that are going to grow our family.
Yes.
These are things that make us happy. You know, I love to see her happy. She loves to see me happy. So anything that is going to be encouraging and motivating and inspiring and to be a positive contribution to our relationship, why not talk about it?
Talk about it.
You know, there's never a time where, I'm like, okay.
I think we might be talking about it too much, so that's why we do it. But you're saying, hey, you have a good, sounds like you guys have a good balance.
Yeah, we do.
You do.
We do.
So anybody have questions for Jodie? And you got this woman with no inhibitions, right? No shame.
None whatsoever.
No shame. They have some saying in Jamaica about you left your shame something. I don't know. I'm bad with those. What is it, David? Shame. Anyway, she has no shame. And so anything you'd like to ask her, please ask her. I know you also have an event coming up.
I do.
So you want to talk about your event a little bit?
Let me pull it up because I want to make sure I don't miss anything. So it's actually really, really amazing. Many of you know about what is it? What's the event? That,
Sweet Heat.
Sweet Heat. So many of you guys know about Sweet Heat. This is actually taking it to another level. It's Magic City, Miami. It is a new vibe of sophisticated events for more classy and fly ladies of the LGBT community from all walks of life. You know the girl Melissa from Love and Hip Hop.
I don't watch.
You probably don't watch it. Okay. Well, she's actually one of the people that's pushing it as well.
That's great. Thank you. Yes.
It is May 17th through May 20th. On South Beach. It's going to be 9 events along with exhibiting visual artists.
So you're talking about what? What's the name of the event you're talking about?
Magic City.
Okay,
Magic
so Nikki,
City, Miami.
So she's going to put in the link. So she should put in, this is a Facebook link?
Yeah, I'll give her all the information. So Magic City, Miami, it's on Instagram.
She has an Instagram link. Magic City, Miami 2018.
May 17th.
May 17th through May 20th on South Beach. 9 different events. Great information. I'll make sure that I also put it to my page as well, since people might probably jump on
definitely
with me.
couple other things too. Talking about events. Caribbean Pride, which is this Saturday, May 12th in Wilton Manors. That's put on by SunServe, and I'll be there. They gave me a booth for Virgin TV.
They give you one booth.
They give me one booth.
They'll throw you in.
Yes, I mean that. So come to Caribbean Pride. It's at, what is it called? Richardson Park?
Yeah.
I think it's Richardson Park. So anyway, it's 4 p.m. till 9. So just as the sun is going down, because you know we don't want to be in the sun all day.
No,
I can't do the sun all day. But people in Jamaica, you can do the sun. No,
No.
I don't want the sun all day.
Negative.
So this Saturday, 4 to 9, it's just come on to Wilton Manors. I'll be there. Nikki will be there.
I might be there.
Yeah, come by and say
Why
hi.
not?
Definitely come by and say
Yeah.
hi. And so I've been doing The Art Woman about 2 to 3 times a year.
Okay.
And just had another amazing one in March, and we're going to actually expand and go annual.
What?
Yes. So it's going to be every March, and now we're going to be doing a whole weekend. So
Okay.
stay tuned for details. We want people to fly in. It's a nice destination event now.
Of
We're
course,
building out.
we live where everybody vacations,
Right. So
why not?
stay tuned. Nikki, if you could put the Art Woman links here, so people please follow the Art Woman on Facebook and Instagram, and stay tuned for announcements for the exact dates. But right now we have March 2019 planned to come to Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
That's nice.
Yes,
That's nice.
yeah. So we're wrapping up. I want to see if there's anything else you want to add before we wrap up. We have a few more minutes. You look at that. I don't want you to say, "Oh, I wish I did." Say, "Tell me, ask me now."
What's your coming out story?
Oh, my coming out story, boy.
And be honest.
Of course, that's all I am.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
I don't know. You're a lawyer.
And no,
But a lo-
let me
no,
say,
no
let me
fly.
say this. No, man, not this lawyer.
Okay.
And I have spoken about it.
So if I was guilty in court, you never mind. Go
Okay.
ahead. All right.
Yeah, we're gonna go off track. She's trying to take me off track. So this is it. I've written about it. So at verigtv.com,
Okay.
I haven't done a recent blog, but there is a blog there. If you go to the website, I think it's called Coming Out, a series of fortunate events.
Right.
And then there's also a magazine called Island Origins. There's an article that's called, what's the article called? My Life as a Gay Jamaican. So I've written about it,
Okay.
but I'll tell you now,
Really brief.
really brief.
Okay.
That's hard, but
Right,
really brief.
right.
Long story short, came up first to my now former husband, who I call Exy.
Yeah.
I told him.
He's
I think-
amazing, by the way. I
Yeah,
don't
he's
know.
amazing. Shout out to my sexy Exy.
Sexy Exy!
Yeah, David Muir. So I came out to him when I was in my young 20s.
Okay.
The son you just met, who's about to be 21,
Yeah.
he was a baby. So I
Okay.
told him. And little by little, I told other people in my family. We stayed married for many, many years.
So he stayed with you knowing
We
they are
stayed,
lesbian?
yes. Yes, yeah, you can bring
Oh,
that.
that's the article. Let me
Yes,
see. Let me
yes,
see. Let me
thank
see.
you. Yes. Yeah.
Nice.
Hold on. So yeah, in this magazine here, there's an article.
Oh, what
Man-
a nice picture.
Yeah, man. She
friend.
handsome me.
She answer me.
Thank you.
To know the good photographer.
Great photographer. So, and here's the front of the magazine for those who want to pick it up. It's called Island Origins. So I've written about it. So yeah, I came out to David first,
Okay.
and a series, I call it a series of fortunate events. I told many people, and over time it was pretty good to tell them, like mostly good experiences. My mom struggled,
Yeah.
but eventually she came around. And then I actually, so we stayed married for many, many, many years. And then at some point I had to just not have a double life. I had a double life for years.
Wow.
Right? So that means like I had women,
So
right?
were you still having sex with him?
Yeah, we were still lovers. Yeah.
What?
Yes. So yeah, I had a full double life, like in a film or a book.
She did that tell buddy.
And I was you made me lose my train of thought. when I said that. I was like, did she just say that? So yeah, so I must say, so I was full. Oh, I saying it's like a book, and I'm like, I am writing a book
Okay.
about it. So yeah, so I had girlfriends and a husband and everything. So I got exhausted of like living a double life. So then I kicked down the whole door and said, look, I'm gonna live one life.
Right.
I'm gay. I'm lesbian.
Right.
I'm a whatever tomboy stud, gender non-conforming, whatever you want to call it, and
Right.
live my full life. And me and David, soon thereafter, probably like a year after, I was like fully out because
Right.
we were married. I was fully out.
Right.
Like fully out.
Wow.
And yes.
David, how you manage that?
Very well.
He managed it very well. And then this to give a next level, he encouraged me through the whole thing.
Really?
He encouraged me through the whole thing. As I say, if they're
That's a good man. That's a good
incredible,
man.
yeah.
That's a great man.
That's it. For me to end up with
That's what you call hashtag X goals.
yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
That's why we're close friends. We have
Yeah.
children together and everything.
Beautiful
Our
kids.
beautiful sons and everything. So yeah, so that's my story. You want more, you can read about it. And by 2019, I hope to have a book that people can
You
purchase.
are. No, we're gonna put it into the universe.
Yeah,
You
2019 book. Yeah,
you
you
will.
can help me with the title. So yeah,
I
so
will. I'm excited.
thank you so much for being on Queer Conversations.
Yeah.
You asked the question.
Oh, thank you. So everybody please like this Vergy TV page here and on Instagram, and tune in every Tuesday at 6 p.m. And all of Jodie's links are there, right? We put her links in.
So my Instagram,
Your Instagram.
my Snapchat.
Yeah. I don't know if
Facebook.
your Instagram is, tell us your Instagram.
Instagram is the TV Takeover 876.
So that's in it, yeah. So TV Takeover is, if you want to get in touch with Jodie, TV Takeover. Upgrade Your Party 305 is for the mixologist business.
Yes.
The lesbian group of people who want to.
Black lesbian support group.
To get support. Okay, closing questions. What's my closing questions? What inspires you? Just real quick.
What inspires me? Love.
Oh, that's good. Love inspires you. What makes you laugh?
Myself.
That's good. That's nearly like masturbation.
Yes.
Right? Okay. She's brought out the worst in me. Or the best. And then final question is, what's sexy?
Nancy.
Look at that. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining me on Queer Conversations.
Thank you for having me. This was awesome.
Pleasure having you.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can actually do this.